One thing nobody tells you about when you go to war.
That it's nothing like what they show in the movies or on TV.
You become closer to a lot of people, a bond that you'll never find anywhere else, and you'll share some chaotic times together.
The food. The local food is unbelievable.
Had really good Mongolian barbecue in Mosul. Had Girl Scout cookies airdropped to me in Afghanistan.
Yeah, in Iraq, I was introduced to geef burgers. Not sure if it was goat, not sure if it was beef, might have been a combination of both.
There was one time I went in for a Christmas dinner and they literally had an ice sculpture in the chow hall in Iraq.
I know nothing about sneaking in Grey Goose in bottles of water.
But I've heard rumors of people being sent Crown Royal in Listerine bottles.
I personally didn't have to sneak in alcohol because I was friends with the British soldiers.
When I was in Iraq, most of the movies I was addicted to were like kid movies, like Bring It, Stick It, 13 Going on 30, just things to lighten the mood.
We would go through a ridiculous amount of TV shows and movies.
You have to wear reflective belts 24 hours a day if you're not out on a mission.
Reflective belts really don't save lives. I don't know where that idea came from.
I don't know if anybody ever stopped and realized, like, wow, we are wearing a reflective belt in a war zone.
There is no shame in cuddling other dudes while deployed.
I've definitely been involved in a four-way spoon before, to keep warm. It was not lost on me that I was the mayonnaise in a man sandwich.
I had the blessing to hang out with not only British but Canadian troops, Estonian troops, Slovakian troops, Japanese soldiers. I would say of the bunch, the Royal Irish were the craziest.
I suppose it's probably not too much different than like living in dorms or something like that, except with guys that are really alpha male type people and take everything to the extreme in both good and bad ways.
You develop a relationship with those guys that's unmatched by anybody else. You depend on each other for survival, for entertainment.
There's good times, there's bad times, there's a lot of funny times.
You're just living your life, but you also happen to be at war at the same time.
Like eating pizza bagels in the middle of a firefight, that stuff really happens. And the war part kind of becomes matter of fact in the middle of your life. You could be talking about the OC, you could be talking about movies, television. You can really be having a good time in the middle of a lot of chaos, and it's the good time you remember, not so much the chaos.